Steve Perry's new album is out and selling like hotcakes. We'll talk about that coming right up.
And now it's time for Steve Perry News with Gary Stuckey. All Steve Perry News.
Hello everybody, it's Gary Stuckey. Welcome back to another episode of Steve Perry News. Steve Perry's new album is out and about. It's selling like hotcakes. It's #1 on iTunes and approaching #1 on Amazon, if not already, and some other outlets. Everybody's going out buying them. I bought the deluxe. Check out those songs. My favorite song so far, I think, is Easy to Love. And it's easy to love that song, and the songs, though, are all awesome. Some are saying that there are not enough heavy songs on there, too many ballads. I think because Steve wanted that in his new album. He wanted to talk about things like that in his songs, what he's been dealing with, all of his emotions that he's been dealing with, and when he first came back, that's what was on his heart. So that's why these songs are kind of in that mode, they sound kind of sad, because that's what he was dealing with. But that doesn't take away from the uniqueness and the awesome singing, the lyrics, the music is cool too. They did a great job of mixing everything. So, I mean, he'll probably do a more upbeat album the next time. He's got new music coming out, so don't worry about that. But you need to appreciate his artistic abilities, and be thankful that he's back, and really pay attention to these songs, and you will understand that these are great songs one day. And in the past, in his other solo albums, those weren't heavy albums. He had a lot of ballads and Motown type songs. They're not really heavy songs, so that's not what he does on solo albums. So that's understandable. But if you're not enjoying this album because there are a lot of ballads, well, you need to really have an open mind, open heart for his abilities. And speaking of Steve, he's still out and about doing interviews. He was on iHeartRadio. I was blessed enough to get 2 of my questions answered by Steve, even though they didn't mention my name. I appreciate that, though. That was pretty cool. Jim Kerr over there doing that, and appreciate that. And mostly rave reviews. I did a review on Steve Perry and JourneyNews.com on my blog. Go check that out. But Rolling Stone had an interview and talking about Steve and Journey and Neil in a negative light, kind of making it sound like he doesn't want to get back with those guys, or even with Neil, which I totally disagree with. It sounds kind of fishy, and I mentioned it over on Twitter. Something's not right when Steve talks positive about Neil and Journey throughout all his interviews that are live, but then suddenly when you get these little side interviews, it sounds like he changes his attitude, and it's not accurate. So I question that. I've even told Neil about that on Twitter. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. So I just want to portray Steve in a positive light. That's what I do here. I don't want to speak negative about him, but it's hard to speak negative about the best singer ever. And like I said, the new album is out. You can't beat it. I mean, go listen to it. Listen to it 5 or 6 times. I've listened a ton, and it really does grow on you. It grew on me instantly, but some it might take a while. But appreciate those songs, because those songs are great, and we're blessed to have Steve back after all these years. You can't beat that. Make sure you check out Steve on CBS Sunday morning, tomorrow morning, and we've been waiting for that a while, so I'm interested in seeing what he has to say. And be looking out for more stuff from Steve. I'll be right here letting you know all the information, and stick around, stay tuned for more stuff. Hey, this is Gary Stuckey. Don't stop believing, everybody. God bless.